Welcome back to your channel named Top Lincoln Currency. If you're into coin collecting or just want to know if that pocket change of yours could be hiding a small fortune, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the world of US pennies, and not just any penny, we're talking about the elusive 1982 Lincoln cent. Now, this little coin could be worth a jaw-dropping amount, so be sure to stick around until the end, where I'll reveal its value in millions. Yes, millions. Let's set the stage with a little history. The year 1982 was a turning point for the US Mint. Due to rising costs, the composition of the penny was changed from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a new mixture of 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper coating. This switch was significant because copper prices were skyrocketing, making the traditional copper penny too expensive to produce. The Mint, faced with the challenge of producing coins cost-effectively, experimented with both compositions during 1982. This decision led to two types of pennies for that year, copper and zinc. If you happen to have a penny from 1982, you may actually have either a copper or zinc version without even realizing it. What makes this interesting is that the weight of these pennies is different. The copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while the zinc penny is lighter, at around 2.5 grams. This seemingly small detail makes all the difference when it comes to the value of these coins today. Now, let's talk about that little D mark on your 1982 penny. This D represents the Denver Mint, where a certain portion of the year's pennies were produced. Although both the Philadelphia and Denver mints made pennies in 1982, some of the most valuable variations come from Denver. The D mint mark signifies this origin, and collectors are particularly intrigued by Denver pennies due to some unique characteristics. So, when you find that D on your penny, it means you might have a coin with some fascinating, and potentially profitable, history. Now, here's where things get interesting. In 1982, there were actually 7 different varieties of the Lincoln penny. This included both large and small date versions, along with the 2 metal compositions. So, yes, that means the 1982 D penny you hold might belong to one of multiple versions, each with its own unique value, heavier and with a bolder date. This version uses the classic copper composition, slightly altered font with a narrower 2 in the date. This new, lighter composition meant pennies that weighed less, yet looked nearly identical, smaller numerals but the same zinc-based composition. The Denver Mint created its own varieties of these large and small dates, meaning we have both a D mint marked large date and small date in both copper and zinc. Coin enthusiasts love their rarities, and the 1982 D penny doesn't disappoint. Because of the transition in metal content, some errors slipped through, creating what we call error coins. The holy grail of 1982 D pennies is the copper small date version. This particular variety is extremely rare, and because of its scarcity, it commands top dollar among collectors. If you think you've got one of these, it's worth weighing it, as the copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams. A regular 1982 D copper large date penny is still valuable but doesn't have the same allure as the elusive copper small date. Coins with the D mint mark that show small date features and copper content are rare due to their limited production, making them highly desirable. So, you might be wondering, why is this coin worth so much? What is it about the 1982 D penny that has collectors so excited? First, the limited number of copper small date versions makes it rare. Second, because it's such an iconic era coin, it's not just valued for its material, it's treasured as a piece of history from a critical moment in US Mint history. These rare 1982 D pennies are like pieces of art. They reflect a specific time and decision that had lasting impacts on US coinage. Owning one is like holding on to a moment frozen in time, a tangible symbol of change. And that's why collectors are willing to pay such a premium. If you think you have a 1982 D penny, here's a quick guide to identify its potential value. As mentioned, copper pennies weigh around 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies are lighter at 2.5 grams. Use a precise scale to check. The small date variety has a narrower 2 compared to the large date version. You may want to compare it with other 1982 pennies to be sure. Make sure there's a D under the date. This signifies it's from the Denver Mint. The better the condition, the higher the value. Mint state coins, those that look as if they've never circulated, are the most prized. If you think you've hit the jackpot and have one of these rare 1982 D small date copper pennies, I strongly recommend getting it authenticated. Reputable grading companies like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can verify its authenticity and grade it. A high-grade, authenticated 1982 D penny can bring in offers from serious collectors and auction houses that are willing to pay top dollar. Alright, here we are, the moment you've all been waiting for. Just how much is this rare 1982 D penny really worth? Hold on to your seats, because some of these pennies, depending on their condition and rarity, have been valued at $68 million. Yes, you heard that right, $68 million, so, go through your change jars, check that old piggy bank, or rummage through your family's coin collection. You never know, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible value of this 1982 D penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Who knows? Your next penny might just be worth millions. Today, we're uncovering the incredible story behind the 1986 United States 1-cent coin. Yes, that's right, the humble penny you might still find lurking in your change jar. But what if I told you that this penny, minted in 1986, holds the potential to be worth much, much more than just 1 cent? And not just a few dollars, but a jaw-dropping amount. So, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to explore what makes this coin so unique, and exactly why it might just be one of the most valuable pennies in existence. To truly appreciate the value of the 1986 1-cent coin, we need to step back in time and understand the significance of the Lincoln Penny series. The Lincoln Penny was first introduced in 1909, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Since then, it has become one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. Through the years, the Lincoln Penny has been minted in various designs, with slight modifications along the way. But the 1986 penny? Well, this one carries a special aura of rarity and value. 1986 might seem like just another year, but it's far from it when it comes to the Lincoln penny. You see, most pennies are struck in enormous quantities, with billions of them entering circulation each year. However, it's not the number that makes this coin valuable, it's the tiny details that could skyrocket its worth. Coin collectors hunt for certain characteristics, like misprints, mint errors, or unique features, which can make any ordinary-looking penny worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Now, the 1986 penny is known to have several fascinating minting errors and variations that can make all the difference. Some of the most valuable versions are those with visible flaws or unusual features, such as, when parts of the design appear doubled, usually on the date or lettering. This occurs when the design is shifted from the center, giving the coin a distinct, unaligned appearance. These are tiny cracks that appear on the coin's surface due to pressure during the minting process. Even the smallest of cracks can add considerable value. This happens when the blank disc, or planchet, used to strike the coin is flawed in some way, leading to unusual shapes or textures on the penny. Finding one of these errors on your 1986 penny? Congratulations, you might just be holding a treasure in the palm of your hand. Beyond errors, the 1986 Lincoln penny has become a hot collector's item due to its historical context. In the mid-80s, the U.S. Mint started refining the process and materials used to produce coins, which makes pennies from this era especially interesting. For example, some coins from this year have an unusually high level of copper, while others show a transition to zinc. This mix of materials adds to the coin's intrigue and desirability among collectors. Collectors know that pennies from certain years, especially with minor or rare production flaws, are highly valuable. Over the years, we've seen auctions skyrocket, with collectors eager to get their hands on pristine or unique versions of pennies like the 1986. Are you wondering just how valuable this coin can be? Well, it all comes down to a mix of condition, rarity, and market demand. Pennies that are in mint state, meaning they look just as perfect as the day they were struck, fetch far higher prices than coins that have seen everyday use. To coin experts, details like untouched luster, sharp lines, and well-defined letters are like gold dust, making the coin a rare gem. Now, imagine a 1986 penny that not only has one of these rare mint errors but also is in flawless condition. That's the kind of coin that has the potential to be worth life-changing sums. Believe it or not, some pennies have sold at auction for mind-boggling amounts. For example, one famous Lincoln penny from a different year was valued at over $1 million due to its unique error. Collectors and history enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar for these pieces, and the demand is only growing. 1986 pennies in perfect condition with errors are now in high demand among collectors, so if you think you have one, it could be worth having it professionally appraised. These professional coin graders evaluate every detail, and a high grade could be your golden ticket to a massive sale. Alright, let's get practical. Here's a quick guide to check if your 1986 penny might be the next big discovery. The letter below the date can be crucial. Look for any unusual markings, doubling, or misprints around the D or S mint marks. Use a magnifying glass to carefully inspect the coin's details. Check for doubling in the letters or date, any off-center designs, or odd shapes that is the penny shiny and scratch-free. If it looks nearly perfect, you might be holding a gem. The better the condition, the higher its potential worth. If you suspect it's valuable, consider sending it to a professional grading service. This can validate its condition and value, setting you up for success in the collector's market. Now, are you ready for the big reveal? If you're lucky enough to find a 1986 penny with a unique error, in pristine mint condition, and that captures collectors' hearts, then this seemingly tiny coin could reach the unimaginable value of $69 million. That's right, folks. $69 million. Who knew a 1-cent coin could become such a treasure? So, start digging through your change jars, wallets, and old coin collections. You never know what fortune might be waiting right in your own home. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare coins and collectibles. Who knows? The next rare find could be right in your pocket. Until next time, happy hunting. This script highlights the allure of the 1986 penny and keeps viewers engaged with visuals, storytelling, and a final reveal, leading to a memorable ending with the mind-boggling $69 million price tag.